Welcome to our video on 25 snake species at risk of extinction due to climate change. As global temperatures rise and ecosystems shift, many unique snake species face unprecedented threats to their survival. In this video, we will explore the fascinating lives of these reptiles, from the majestic king cobra to the elusive golden lancehead viper, and discuss how climate change impacts their habitats and populations. Join us as we shed light on the urgent need to protect these remarkable creatures before it's too late. 1. King cobra, Ophiophagus hanna. The king cobra, known for its formidable size and potent venom, is facing dire threats. This majestic snake is a forest dweller, thriving in the dense canopies of Asia. However, rampant deforestation is chipping away at its habitat, leaving it nowhere to hide. Additionally, the rising temperatures are altering the ecosystems these cobras depend on. Without the cool shade of the forest, the king cobra struggles to regulate its body temperature, which is vital for its survival. 2. Eastern indigo snake, Drymarchon cooperi. The eastern indigo snake, a non-venomous but essential predator, finds itself in a precarious situation. This snake relies heavily on a stable climate to thrive. However, with increasing droughts, its habitat is drying up, leaving it vulnerable. The destruction of its natural habitat due to human encroachment further pushes this snake towards extinction. As the climate continues to shift, the eastern indigo snake finds fewer places to call home. 3. Aruba Island rattlesnake, Crotalus dorsus unicolor. The Aruba Island rattlesnake is a rare gem of nature, found only on the tiny island of Aruba. Its limited range makes it extremely susceptible to climate-driven changes. Rising temperatures and altered rainfall patterns disrupt the delicate balance of its habitat. The introduction of invasive species, coupled with habitat degradation, further compounds the challenges faced by this rattlesnake. Its survival is a delicate dance with an ever-changing environment. 4. Golden lancehead viper, Bothrops insularis. Endemic to Brazil's Snake Island, the golden lancehead viper is one of the rarest and most venomous snakes in the world. Rising temperatures and habitat degradation have significantly impacted its already small population. Since the species relies on migratory birds for food, climate shifts affecting bird populations further threaten its survival. Illegal wildlife trade also poses a serious risk, as collectors seek this rare viper. Without conservation efforts, this unique snake could face extinction in the near future. 5. Santa Catalina rattlesnake, Crotalus catalinensis. The Santa Catalina rattlesnake is an island dweller, residing solely on Mexico's Santa Catalina Island. Rising sea levels threaten to engulf its habitat, and shifting temperatures disrupt its ecosystem. The isolation of this island species makes it particularly vulnerable to changes, as it cannot easily migrate to new areas. Conservation efforts are crucial to preserving this unique rattlesnake, whose survival hangs in the balance. 6. Fiji banded iguana snake, Lovarigelaps elapoides. The Fiji banded iguana snake is a rare species losing its habitat to the rising seas and increasing storms in the Pacific. These climatic changes are reshaping the islands it calls home. The snake's habitat is shrinking, leaving it with fewer resources and places to thrive. The increasing frequency of cyclones poses an additional threat, as these storms can devastate the already limited habitat of this unique snake. 7. Round island boa, Cassoria dusimieri. Native to the small island of Mauritius, the round island boa is facing a shrinking habitat. Climate change is disrupting the delicate island ecosystems, causing shifts in vegetation and prey availability. The boa relies on these resources to survive, and any changes can have devastating effects. Conservation efforts are essential to maintain the balance of this ecosystem and ensure the survival of the round island boa. 8. Bimini boa, Epicrates striatus fosteri. The Bimini boa, restricted to the Bimini Islands, is under siege from rising sea levels and hurricanes. These climatic changes threaten to engulf its habitat, leaving it with nowhere to retreat. The boa's survival is tied to the delicate balance of these islands, which are becoming increasingly unstable. Efforts to combat climate change are crucial to protecting the Bimini boa and its fragile habitat. 9. Malagasy leaf-nosed snake, Langaha madagascariensis. Endemic to Madagascar, the Malagasy leaf-nosed snake is losing its habitat to deforestation and shifting rainfall patterns. These changes disrupt the delicate ecosystems of Madagascar, which are home to a diverse array of species. The snake's habitat is shrinking, leaving it with fewer resources and making it more vulnerable to extinction. Conservation efforts in Madagascar are vital to preserving the unique biodiversity of the island. 10. Brazilian rainbow boa, Epicrates cencrea. The Brazilian rainbow boa, known for its vibrant, iridescent scales, is under threat from warmer temperatures and habitat fragmentation. These changes stress the populations of this beautiful snake, making it harder for them to survive. The fragmentation of its habitat limits its ability to find food and mates, further endangering its survival. Efforts to protect the Brazilian rainforest are essential to preserving the Brazilian rainbow boa and its stunning beauty. 11. Dunn's hognose viper, Porthidium dunni. This rare viper from Central America is struggling with habitat destruction caused by climate change. The alteration of its environment makes it difficult for the snake to find suitable places to live and hunt. As human activities encroach on its habitat, the Dunn's hognose viper faces an uncertain future. Conservation efforts are crucial to preserving the unique biodiversity of Central America and protecting this rare viper. 12. Saharan horned viper, Cerastes cerastes. The Saharan horned viper, a master of desert survival, is facing new challenges as extreme heat waves and shifting sand patterns alter its habitat. These changes disrupt the delicate balance of desert ecosystems, making it harder for the viper to find food and shelter. As the climate continues to change, the Saharan horned viper must adapt to survive in an ever-changing environment. 13. McGregor's pit viper, Trimeresurus mcgregori. Found only in the Philippines, McGregor's pit viper is losing its habitat due to deforestation and rising temperatures. These changes threaten the delicate balance of the ecosystems it depends on. The viper's survival is tied to the health of its habitat, and any changes can have devastating effects. Conservation efforts are essential to preserving the unique biodiversity of the Philippines and protecting McGregor's pit viper. 14. Mexican burrowing python, Loximus bicolor. The Mexican burrowing python is facing challenges as climate change alters the soil conditions it requires to thrive. This snake relies on specific soil types for burrowing, and any changes can impact its ability to find shelter and food. As the climate continues to change, the Mexican burrowing python must adapt to survive in an ever-changing environment. 15. Indian rock python, Python maloris. The Indian rock python, a large and impressive snake, is facing serious survival challenges as heat waves intensify and wetlands disappear. These changes threaten the delicate balance of the ecosystems it depends on. The python's survival is tied to the health of its habitat, and any changes can have devastating effects. Conservation efforts are essential to preserving the unique biodiversity of India and protecting the Indian rock python. 16. Boelen's python, Somalia boeleni. Native to New Guinea, Boelen's python is struggling with shifting weather patterns that impact its prey availability. These changes make it harder for the python to find food, which is essential for its survival. The python's survival is tied to the health of its habitat, and any changes can have devastating effects. Conservation efforts are essential to preserving the unique biodiversity of New Guinea and protecting Boelen's python. 17. Mount Kenya bush viper, Atheris decaishi. The Mount Kenya bush viper, found only in high-altitude forests, is being forced out of its natural range by warming temperatures. These changes threaten the delicate balance of the ecosystems it depends on. The viper's survival is tied to the health of its habitat, and any changes can have devastating effects. Conservation efforts are essential to preserving the unique biodiversity of Kenya and protecting the Mount Kenya bush viper. 18. Long-nosed tree snake, Rhinobothrium bovalii. The long-nosed tree snake, an arboreal species, depends on rainforest canopies for survival. However, deforestation and climate change are causing these canopies to shrink. This loss of habitat makes it increasingly difficult for the snake to find food and shelter. As more forests disappear, the long-nosed tree snake faces an uncertain future. 19. Vietnamese blue beauty rat snake, Orthriophis tenuis calicyanus. The Vietnamese blue beauty rat snake, with its unique coloring, is under threat from rising temperatures and habitat loss. These changes make it difficult for the snake to find suitable places to live and hunt. As human activities encroach on its habitat, the rat snake faces an uncertain future. Conservation efforts are crucial to preserving the unique biodiversity of Vietnam and protecting this beautifully colored snake. 20. Puerto Rican boa, Chilobothris inornatus. The Puerto Rican boa is facing increased hurricanes and deforestation, both driven by climate change. These changes threaten the delicate balance of the ecosystems it depends on. The boa's survival is tied to the health of its habitat, and any changes can have devastating effects. Conservation efforts are essential to preserving the unique biodiversity of Puerto Rico and protecting the Puerto Rican boa. 21. Coral snakes, Microrhis spp. Coral snakes are experiencing shifts in their distribution as warmer climates alter their habitats. These changes make it difficult for coral snakes to find food and mates, which are essential for their survival. As the climate continues to change, coral snakes must adapt to survive in an ever-changing environment. 22. Black-headed python, Aspidites melanocephalus. The black-headed python, a desert-dwelling species, is feeling the effects of Australian heatwaves and wildfires. These extreme conditions affect the python's prey and habitat, making survival challenging. As wildfires become more frequent, the black-headed python must navigate a landscape that is rapidly changing. 23. https://climatecosmos.com/wp content, uploads, 2025, 02. Blob 3632 scaled.jpg. The Amazonian bushmaster, a large and venomous snake, is under threat from deforestation and rising temperatures. These changes impact the balance of the Amazon rainforest, which is crucial for the bushmaster's survival. As more trees are cut down, the bushmaster faces increased challenges in finding food and shelter. 24. https://climatecosmos.com/wp content, uploads, 2025, 02. Blob 3633 scaled.jpg. The small-eyed snake, a nocturnal Australian species, is struggling with habitat loss due to wildfires and temperature shifts. These changes make it difficult for the snake to find suitable places to live and hunt. As the climate continues to change, the small-eyed snake must adapt to survive in an ever-changing environment. 25. https://climatecosmos.com/wp content, uploads, 2025, 02. Blob 3634 scaled.jpg. The Sri Lankan green pit viper, a tree-dwelling species, is losing its forest habitat due to climate-induced changes in rainfall patterns. These changes threaten the delicate balance of the ecosystems it depends on. The viper's survival is tied to the health of its habitat, and any changes can have devastating effects. Conservation efforts are essential to preserving the unique biodiversity of Sri Lanka and protecting the Sri Lankan green pit viper.